it's a community that no parent wants to be part of. But for families who find themselves facing childhood cancer, community is everything. And one man is connecting people from all around the world through his art.
Being in a children's cancer ward is a different world, and you can never truly understand it unless you've been in it.
It was the last place Janaea and Josh Ward expected to be with their newborn Tobias.
We spent easily over 50% of his first year of life in hospital.
Toby was born with large growths on his left arm and shoulder. At just 3 weeks old, he was diagnosed with infantile fibrosarcoma, an extremely rare, aggressive cancer.
I remember being sat down and told by the oncologist, you know, we give chemotherapy and hope that it kills the cancer before it kills the child. And that's a pretty massive thing to hear when you've got your 1-month-old baby in your arms.
Baby Toby endured 12 rounds of chemo, but the tumours kept growing. The little family faced 2 options: more intensive chemo or to have his arm and shoulder amputated.
It's just unfathomable to think about and to have those 2 choices as your only options to save your child's life.
Amputation seemed the only way to save their son. But just 2 days before the surgery, Janaea and Josh changed their minds.
Ultimately, we chose to keep the cancer in Toby's body because we would be able to see if the chemotherapy was having any effect.
Say hi.
You're constantly wondering, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? And people don't know what to say. People don't know how to act around you. It's a really traumatic and a really difficult time.
But throughout Toby's treatment, there was one image etched in their minds. A picture from a children's book they read at Toby's first oncology appointment.
I saw the bell. The bell is what you ring when you're at the end of treatment to signify that you're done. But underneath the bell was all of these people, doctors, nurses, friends, family, lifting this baby up to ring the bell. That was just a huge moment for me. That was just like, there is an end. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of people are going to be involved, but you're not going to be alone and you will get there.
That incredible image was created by Angus Olsen. In 2016, his 2-year-old daughter, Jane, was diagnosed with cancer.
She was in a lot of pain, a lot of abdominal pain. And so one day it was too bad. She had to go to emergency. And the surgeon sat us down and said he believes that it is a severe abdominal muscle cancer. Very rare in children. Probably about 5%.
But show how it works.
Show how it works, all right.
Beep, beep, beep.
By Jane's bedside as she underwent chemotherapy, Angus, a former Disney artist, picked up a pen.
So I started drawing. And as time went on, I began to share it with other fathers of children with similar cancer to Jane. And they said, Angus, this is our life as well.
His art helped families with no words explain to others what they were going through.
I've been in the room and I've sat at the bedside and I've seen everything that can happen, and anything that didn't happen to Jane, I saw it happen to the child next to us. So I'm able to empathise with all these people.
What started as bedside sketches grew.
I decided, wouldn't it be great if I could just do a quick little comic about nasogastric tubes, which is the tube that feeds children with cancer because they struggle to eat things. So I did that little book just quickly in an afternoon. And I was like, there was hundreds of shares across the world, and I realised I'd discovered something very special.
Those simple comics had a big impact on little Toby Ward.
I'm so excited to now be able to start using them and into the future as he grows older, because he's got scars on his body from the central line placement, and all his baby photos are him with, you know, an NG tube into his nose and down to his tummy, and having the resources of the books to be able to read to him, and this is why, this is what it did to help you, this is how it helped save your life, I think is just like amazing. And it went right in here. Down to your heart.
Thanks to the work of volunteers, all Angus's books can be downloaded in 26 languages, all free of charge.
I put every single PDF file and artwork up, and then people can just come from around the world and take it. It's remarkable how far it's gone and how many people it's helped.
Amazingly, both Jane and Toby are in remission after receiving experimental treatments. Now the books serve as a reminder of how brave they were in fighting cancer.
Scan after scan reveals no evidence of cancer, and you'd never be able to tell that she'd ever been through what she went through.
He's the happiest little guy you'll ever meet.
We just feel so blessed and grateful that we get to see him reach every milestone. I know, it's just incredible.
Kind of hard to keep the tears back on a story like that, and I think a lot of people in the audience as well are probably on the same page as me. The families that go through life in hospital at those early days, so brave, so courageous. And for people like Angus, who's also facing, at the time, was facing a huge kind of challenge to do something good for other people.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Not just
Brilliant.
good, but like transformative.
Transformative.
It comes from the heart and goes to the heart.
Yeah.
Incredible. If you'd like to know anything more about Angus's art or his books, there are details about that on our website. You'll find them there.